let's solve this exercise. He said a box of mass, he said a box considered as a point particle of mass 120 gram. I have to convert it. Is launched from point A here, okay, with an initial velocity VA equal to 8 meter per second on a horizontal plane AB as shown in figure 1, where the magnitude of the force of friction is F. The position of the particle at instant t is defined by its position x from A to P, whatever is, okay? This distance x. And its speed is v. The box reach the end B 1 meter away, a tiny distance between AB, 1 meter away from A with a speed of VB equal 2 meter per second, take G equal 10. Part A, rectilinear motion along AB. State and represent the force acting on the box without a scale. This is part A, capital part 1. This is the plane. Sorry. This is the plane. And the motion is rightward. I have weight. I have normal reaction. You have to draw them with rulers, huh? Normal reaction. And since the motion is rightward, the friction is leftward. Friction. He said state. W is the weight. Sorry. Is the weight. N is the normal reaction. Fr is the friction. Part A2. He said, apply the work energy theorem. Work energy theorem said variation of kinetic energy equal to the sum of all work acting on the object. Show that the expression of the instantaneous speed at P, which means at any position, is given by V equal VA, then he is applying the kinetic energy final at any point P, okay, minus kinetic energy initial. Kinetic energy initial is at A. The works are the work of weight, which is the work of the normal, which is 0, plus the work of the friction, which is minus friction times the distance. Okay, the work of weight is 0 since the weight is perpendicular to the displacement. The work of the normal is 0 since the normal is perpendicular to the displacement. The work of friction equal minus R. Kinetic energy initial is half mv square. Kinetic energy at A, that was final. I said initial by mistake. Half mv at A square. Work done by friction is minus friction times displacement, and he said that the displacement is x minus friction times x. I still have to arrange it. Half mv square equal half mva square minus friction times x. I have to multiply by 2 to cancel the half and divide by m to cancel m. Multiply by 2 and divide by m. I will still have, v square equal half m cancel va square minus 2 divided by m times the friction times displacement, and it's verified. Now part A3, he said deduce the expression of the acceleration, deduce from here, not by applying Newton's second law. If, this is end use slide. This is part A3. If v square equal v at A square, which is constant, minus 2 friction times the distance x divided by m, I have to get the acceleration from this expression, I have to derive both sides. Both sides. But take into consideration that in mathematics, the derivative of x is 1. That is not in physics. In physics, the derivative of x is the speed. In addition to that, if you have a function in mathematics which is u square. By applying a derivative to it, you will have 2u prime, which means the derivative of v square as a derivative, you will get 2v prime, and don't forget that v prime is the acceleration. So here, the derivative of 2v square is 2v prime. The derivative of a is 0 minus 2 multiplied f multiplied m divided. I still have only derivative of x. The derivative of x is x prime. So here 2va equal 2 friction over mass v. I have finished, but I can cancel. I can find a, I can cancel v, and I have to state that such that v different from 0 because the object is in motion, and 2 with 2 cancel, so a will be minus friction divided by the mass. This is the expression of the acceleration. Any question, dears?
أنا ما كتير فهمت هذا البار.
هي شرحته هلا كمان برجع بعيده.
ما فهمت.
يا بابا برجع بعيده ولا برجع شو؟ برجع بعيده ولا من شخبر فوقه؟ يلا من شخبر فوقه. هو مش قال لي ديديوس يعني زركني. زركني بهالاكسبريشن، قال لي ديديوس من هاي. انا اقدر اعمل نيوتن سكند لو سم اوف فورسز ولا لا؟ زركني من هاي، قال لي بدك تستعمل من هاي. طيب عال هادي كيف يطلع الاكسلريشن منها؟ شو في علاقه بين الاكسلريشن والسبيد؟ ما في الا علاقه واحده، انه الاكسلريشن هي الديريفاتيف للسبيد. مظبوط. يعني بدي اعمل درايف هون، بدي اعمل درايف بوث سايدز.
أنا قصدي
مش
الديريفاتيف اللي
الحال؟
عندنا بعرف كيف عملناه.
لا هذا ماثماتكس. الديريفاتيف للاكس اصلا هي سبيد، مرقت معنا هاي بالكايناماتكس.
اه
بالفيزيكس مش بالماث. بالماثماتكس الديريفاتيف للاكس هو واحد، لانه الاكس هو
اه
اصغر ايدنتيتي بالماث. بالفيزيكس الديريفاتيف للتي واحد، صح؟ بالماثماتكس
صح.
بس يكون عندك فانكشن سكوير وتعملي له ديريفاتيف، مش لازم تعملي له 2 يو برايم. وهتكونوا ما اخذتوها بالماث. اخذتوها بالماث هاي ولا لا؟
ايه
عال. وبالتالي شو الديريفاتيف للسبيد سكوير؟ ما هي فانكشن اوف as function of time هي سبيد. ما سبيد عم تتغير مع الموشن. راح تصير بالماثماتكس مثل اليو سكوير. ديريفاتيف ل 2 في سكوير حتصير كيف 2 يو برايم؟ حتصير 2 في برايم. ما عملت غير هيك.
اوكي.
مش الحال؟
مش
مين هن الفاريبلز اللي بينعمل لهم ديريفاتيف بهالايكويشن؟ عنديش الا الفي وعنديش الا الاكس. هذا كونستنت بطير، بصير ديريفاتيف له زيرو. حلو الكلام. هذا السطر اوكي. الو.
اوكي.
هذا السطر اوكي. حطيت محل الفي برايم اي وحطيت محل الاكس برايم في. مش الحال؟ ناطر انا.
اه مش
تعال تعال اتكلنا على
بس
الله.
بس
هو هي الدنيا
نتأكد
صيام. تأكد تيجر.
الديريفاتيف
آه،
ما انت جينا.
هيدي أول رول
والله ما
نحن مش
سامع.
أخذين.
اي
أول
وحده
رول
هاي؟ هاي
البي
هاي
سكوير بتصير 2 في برايم.
هاي
هيدول ما اخدين.
هاي فيزيكس. هاي اللي فوق ماثماتكس. انتم ما اخذتوا بالماثماتكس انه اذا عندكم يو سكوير حيلا فانكشن تعملوا له ديريفاتيف بدك تعمليه 2 يو وترجع تعملي ديريفاتيف للي بقلبه. ما اخذتيها؟
لا
شو هالحكي بالماثماتكس؟ مستحيل ما اخذتوش درس الديريفاتيف.
بس يمكن
أخذنا
نسينا، خلينا إياها.
يا تيتشر يا تيتشر. طيب انا يمكن اقول لك على ديزاين غير. في ديزاين غير، انه اذا عندك يو تو ذا باور ان بتنزلي الان بتصير يو تو ذا باور ان ماينس 1، بس ما تنسيش تعملي ديريفاتيف للي بقلبه. شو؟
هيدي ماخدينها.
ايه طيب ما هي ذاتها. اذا عوضتي 2، اذا عوضتي 2 يا بنوت بتصير هاي 2 to the power 2 minus 1 يعني يو ولا لا؟ نفسها.
اوكي.
ايش الحال؟
يس.
ايش الحال؟ ببارت A خلصنا. بارت 3 now part لا امبلا then specify then specify the nature of motion. Look at the friction. Friction is constant and mass is constant, but the acceleration is negative. Then the motion is uniform, decelerated, rectilinear motion. Okay, all of this was a draft. Now in part A4, he said find the value of f. How to find the value of f? I have two relations, one of them for acceleration, and I don't have acceleration, and one of them for the speed, and I have the speed between A and B. La. I will apply this equation. A4. If V square equal to VA square minus friction times distance over, sorry, here is 2, here is M, let me double check it. It's correct. But I will apply this formula between A and B. If I will apply this formula between A and B, this will be, let me write it with another color. This will be B, and this will be the distance between A and B. And I have them all. So let's substitute to find F. VB square is 2, and VA is 8. This is 2 square. This is 8 square minus 2 friction multiplied by the distance, as he said, is 1 meter. The distance is 1 meter. Sorry, this is friction. Divided by the mass was 120 gram. I have to divide it by 1000. It will be 0.12 kilogram. So divided by 0.12, and please you have to help me, dears. These are easy. 64, but please somebody calculate 2 divided by 0.12. This is 64. I'm waiting, please. My calculator is too much old-fashioned. 16.66.
Yes.
Okay. So I can arrange it. Bring a friction here and 4 here. 16.67 friction equal to 64 minus 4, which means 60. Friction will be 60 divided by 16.67. Now you have to help me more, please. 3.6. Am I right? Newton? I wish that I did not mistake any number. Have we finished part? Okay. Part 4, yes. He said calculate the time needed to travel between A and B. I have to go to the equations of motion. Since the motion is uniform, and this is A part 5, since the motion is uniform, accelerated, rectilinear motion, what are the equations of motion? A equal constant, V equal, sorry, not accelerated, this is decelerated. I will correct it. This is decelerated, G. V equal AT plus V0, this is T, X equal half AT square plus V0T plus X0, and V square minus V0 square equal to A delta X. I can use the second, right? Because I can find the expression of A minus friction, and I already did it. Let us use V equal AT plus V0. V will be A was minus a friction time A minus friction over mass minus a friction divided by mass multiplied by time plus V0. I will arrange friction over MT equal V0 minus V. Then T would be multiplied by M and divided by Fr into V0 minus V. Let us substitute. The mass is 0.12. The friction was just calculated to be 3.6. And this is not. This is V0 minus V. Okay. V0, as I remember, let me check it. The speed at A was 8. Was 8 minus the speed at B was 2. And please help me. This is 6.
0.2.
Divided by 3.6. 0.2 exactly, and this part is done. 0.2 seconds, and this part is done. شو صبايا? Do you need part B? Or do you have any question? Part B is big too. بس part B في بقلبه إذا بدكم kinematics يعني projectile وهيك، والprojectile مش مطلوب. المطلوب هو الانرجي، يعني parametric equation مش مطلوبة بالدرس اللي قبله.
يس.
يلا ما زال يس. هات لنوقف ريكورد و stop recording.